So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. We have already started here. He won't be happy with that one. Luis Suarez is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, super find. Camavinga. It's Luis Suarez! He scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He gave it plenty and some, trashed it in.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Can he get it through?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh no, this does not look good. Messi! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Flamengo are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Mbappe. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Batistuta. And the shot, there's the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Might be decent hit! They are rampant! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Big chance! Mosbet hits one! And it's in! It again in double quick time. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And now he has two. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Rummenigge. He's in space and looking for options. And he's in on goal. And here's Suarez. Luis Suarez! Oh, terrific save. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Suarez. Olise. Beckham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Neymar. Mbappe. Now there's a... And Batistuta! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Elise. Well, he's not going to get any further than that. Adams spots it and intercepts. Elise. And that is out of play. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Beckham! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
That's a nicely measured pass. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Time and again they are repelled. That is a great pick out. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! And he's following up! He's scored! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini. Ronaldinho. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And the pass is intercepted. Shot, can he put it away? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's a sharp pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mateus. And the half-time whistle goes. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Gets his head to it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Forwards and with intent. And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Elise. Now the finish! It's in! With a predatory goal.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So is this the start of a comeback? Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, sweet feet. Ronaldinho plays it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Mbappe. Walker cuts out the pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but Oh, that's ambitious. Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
He's through here. Camavinga. And here's Neymar. Gets into some space. Up he goes! He scores! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Oh, what a mistake! Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, they've got it again. Oh, this is a great shot at goal! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Flamengo clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
No way through. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Oh, smashing header! They've done it! And that was his 20th goal for this team. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Adams spots it and intercepts. Interesting ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And the shot! It's there!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
Substituição em andamento.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He is just caressing the ball. And the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Leicester. And here's Kane. He's in, shooting chance!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
And it's Perisic. Kane has a go! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Kane clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. Maradona, Neymar. And he's going to be disappointed with... He's gone for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Beckham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. A hefty challenge, and one more try! They've scored! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Maradona, Julie, and we're done. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to take something from this. I think the coach will have seen things he needs to work on, so I'm sure they have a lot of sorting out to do before the next game, and they can get there.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. And back to the keeper they go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And here's Batistuta. Engages Neymar! Just off target.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. And there's Mbappe! Goal! Flamengo! And Flamengo take the lead.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Roberto Carlos drives forward on the overlap.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chance here to counter. Neatly clipped into space. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Salah. That looks a cracking ball. Koundé.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Beckham. Elise. It's Kimmich. Oh, played right into his path. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, important interception.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He's got the shot away! And that was very necessary. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rice. Might be danger here. There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that could set him on his way. Nicked it back promptly. Rice. Elise puts his foot on the gas. Can he put it away? Straight at the keeper.
Elise might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target.
Kimmich. Elise. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe has found the net here, of course. Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now that's well seen too. Neymar. It's Kimmich. Great run on the overlap here. Kimmich gets a cross in. Good delivery, but no joy.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Corner number 2 then. Up for a header! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Upamecano. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Mohamed Salah, he's got away. Shapes to shoot! Pinches it off him. Real chance! And we hit half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too...
Mbappe! He has done it! And with that goal comes comfort. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Flamengo are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Played back in, and smartly and the shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
A case now of complete control.
To be a...
In with a header! Rudiger is there to clear. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Nuno Mendes. Koundé cuts out the pass.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Batistuta. Beckham. Lovely. And Batistuta! Rice. Now it's Neymar. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage.
Beckham! Smashing save, really good save that.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. it's just not working.
Big header! No, not the best of headers. Now it's Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Beckham. Elise. Kimmich. Belts one. And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Substituição em campo.
Beckham to take it as usual.
Camisa 21. Camisa 4. Deixando o campo para a entrada de
Flamengo.
Camisa 15.
And the shot!
Camisa 13. Camisa 6. Substituição em andamento.
Well, they've got it again. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now it's Bellingham. Now this could be a chance! And it's in! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Flamengo are having a ball here. And here's Foden.
Foden really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the pass is intercepted. Vieira. And he's there to retrieve it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That looks a cracking ball. Bellingham. Kimmich. He's got tall. It wasn't a great header in the end.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 3.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
That pass has been well intercepted. And it's from Mario. Beckham. Kimmich. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham. Here's Tchouaméni.
Foram indicados 4 minutos
Looking for the
de
run.
acréscimo.
And he was quick to react. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And back Batistuta! And he's heaved it away. Vinicius Junior, Kimmich. And he was alert to it. And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. Kimmich aims beyond the defence. Mbappe. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Just a whisker away. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Roberto Carlos. And here's Neymar. And the ball is out of play. And he's picked out the run. He is through here. And it's Beckham. Now it's Kimmich. That'll be a throw. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Looks for the finish. It's Neymar! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Kimmich. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rivaldo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Odegaard. Roberto Carlos. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Rodri. Upamecano with the foul. Rivaldo! Decent enough try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's Neymar. He's got the shot away! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, nearly. Looking here to chip it through. Neymar, he has found the way through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Beckham. And it's Eto'o. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that he's had a shot! Goal! Corinthians! What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Lacking in accuracy.
Carlos has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Beckham.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He gets big. No, not the best of headers. That is good alertness. Ødegaard into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Eto'o. Fiddles it through. Batistuta is herring after that one. Rivaldo. He's having a go! Oh, nice! Just not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
And it's Messi.
Messi. Minutos de acréscimo.
And he was quick to react. Ødegaard. Neymar.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Beckham. Interesting ball. That's been cut out, well played. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Eto'o. Rodri. That has been cut short. Ødegaard. Batistuta! Rivaldo. Beckham. Oh, good spread. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Roberto Carlos. Eto'o. Vinicius Junior. That is a great pick out. Eto'o. Can he put it away? They've done it! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Mbappe is flagged offside.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
He's gone for goal.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Roberto Carlos.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Now it's Messi. Vinicius Junior. Well read, and the danger is averted. Beckham. Nesta. And he's managed to get free. Batistuta. It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's found him in space. Played back in. Nice interception, well timed. And he's had it nicked away. That'll be a throw-in. Roberto Carlos, who's set up 1 goal so far. Beckham. Batistuta. He's on. Decent hit! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Beckham standing over it. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. He's one-on-one! He's through now, is he? There's the hit! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Corinthians find a position of real strength now. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Rodri. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had... Now the finish! It's there! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 4, camisa 10, camisa 18, Neymar. Deixando
Goalkeeper's
o
ball.
campo para a entrada de camisa 21, camisa 20.
No, that was never going to make it. Eto
Substituição
gets
em
flagged
andamento.
offside. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. There's the whistle. Get a throw in. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Corner given. Bayern Munich with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And it's been taken short. Now it's Rice. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Martinez! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Batistuta. And Batistuta! It's in! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, it's always that bit tougher for a keeper when the underside of the crossbar is in play.
After 13 minutes is number 19, Gabriel Batistuta.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Odegaard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Roberto Carlos. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Now it's Martinez. Mbappe. Odegaard. Big chance! This time surely! And it's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time.
He's had a hit! It's in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
Big chance! One-on-one, and the shot! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And yes, it's him again. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the...
In with a header! A pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. Now it's Batistuta. Pressure coming in from all directions. Ernest.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Chouameni. Rummenigge.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Rice cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Beckham, who's set up one goal so far. Rummenigge. And that's a superb... Has a goal! Goal! Bayern Munich! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Bayern Munich get themselves into the lead.
And they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Rice. Batistuta. And the whistle goes for half-time.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football.
Here we go again then.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Could move up a gear here. Mbappe. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Rice. Rijkaard. Now Martinez. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ødegaard. Batistuta. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Roberto Carlos cuts it out. Neymar. Chouameni. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Ødegaard. Neymar. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Yamal. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Hoeneß really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Some really good ball movement.
The attendance for this match.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Rice. Now that's well seen too.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Mbappe! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Batistuta. Rice does really well to win the ball there. Pass is just off target. Kimmich. And it's Beckham. Now it's Kimmich. Foot in. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ernest. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Good running, strong and purposeful. Batistuta is in a really good position out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Adams gets over and intercepts. And the shot! They've done it! Back within one! They have them in their sights again!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Substitution on the field, number 17.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Right.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get...
Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Now it's Maradona, looking for the run. Oh, he's through the middle. Nice interception, well timed. Iniesta. Martinelli. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Messi. He is through here. Now the finish. Oh, he's played. And one more try.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.